Hello everyone and welcome to build 1.01, which is build 2 of Colossal Havoc. As you can tell, we now have main menu music, and it still says Colossal Havoc main menu, still in sprint 1 at this point. So the how to play and all these buttons all have like a red font on them now. The sliders worked, but when you do that, then it doesn't come back on again. So if you bring it all the way down and try to bring it back on, then it doesn't work. Okay, but that's the options screen. Credits, we still didn't really have much yet. We were still working. This again was the second build, or build 1.01. Let's see. And then we go to level select. As you see, we have a world map level selector here. So we had actual world map and not just like a white background like last time. And we updated the fonts on here. Instead of having two different style fonts like the very first build did, we have everything uniform. And the back button, which the first build did not have. Test map was also added because you just had USA and Japan maps on the original. Let's see, credits, still nothing was listed. The how to play, didn't really have anything updated there. So if we go to quick start, as you can see, now we have a mini map. If we press P to pause, it's not P to pause anymore. It got moved over to escape, and all the options here are very legible. I can continue, or I can go to options, and I can still see pretty well. It might be a little bit hard to read at first. I didn't do the spacing yet. And then the quit. If I click no, I go back here, and if I click yes, I go back to the main menu. The splash screen you didn't see before, but it still had some work in progress there that needed to be done because the mini map was in the center of the thing, and that's what that black dot was. You saw we had a mini map when we went into the map, but on quick start. So if we go to level select, there's no way to tell here, you know, like how you grow or anything. So if I was to press 2, you know, there was nothing menu telling you anything, but as you can see kind of how the UI was set up, and even then the mini map was an addition, considering in the first build it didn't have one, and I don't know if it even had a UI in the first one at all, like a health bar, progress bar, as you can see there. So we updated that. And the monster had some punch and kick animation with the combination, but you have to keep clicking the left click to do that. And as you can see, the buildings took a little bit of damage and they exploded, so pretty cool. And then disappeared. And the monster on the minimap needed to disappear, but in this point it still was showing on the minimap what the monster was doing, which some might like that, but then it wouldn't make sense to have an icon on the minimap if you wanted your character to show up. So I did the minimap and these other progress bars and stuff, but again, this was very early on in development. Some of these things moved as well in the newer builds. Okay, so this is alright, but then if we go to options again, you kind of see how to do things. Left mouse click button like we just did to destroy those buildings. Use the mouse to rotate the camera, and WASD to move. There is more than one way to move, so I updated that in future builds, but for this current one I didn't have it. Again, if I click no and go back to the pause screen, yes goes to the main menu. The black dot is the mini map, as I mentioned. A lot of the wording is a lot more legible with the red background on this, But can go back in here. I can go to the USA map, and again, it's press 2 to grow. And again, see, like on the test map it worked, but on the this map it didn't quite work with the camera, so it needed to be adjusted for when the monster grew. And in here there was a lot of things with these trees that you couldn't, you know, quite collide with them or walk through them, destroy them, whatever. You know, they block you, so that was definitely an issue that we had there. And these buildings didn't have anything, like nothing to do. It's just kind of walk around the map, and there's nothing really in here. I mean, this was all Jayla's level design. And the character walking and hitting and all that stuff, the animations for that was all Corbin Daniels. And for myself, I added the menus in the minimap and the health bar, and kind of the health bar and the progress bar. But as well, let's see if there's any way to test it. Oh, so Corbin got 3 to be the debug key, because as you can see there on the right, the progress bar, it would fill up. Like, say if you destroy some buildings, it would fill up the progress bar. We kind of changing the design directions, but once that's done, then basically we're turning that into objectives, you know, rather than the progress, and then like having a different mode for score, stuff like that. But also you can do score in the campaign mode, but we'll get into that in future builds. For the health bar, I don't know if you got the health bar working in this one. Let's see here. Yes, 1 is the debug for losing health. So like whenever enemies that we are going to add start shooting the player, then the health bar will go down. And then there'll also be health pickups probably that would allow the player's health to go back up. So okay, and as you can see, the monster on the minimap is still there, because this again was the first video or build with the minimap, so we had to adjust that. And these progress bars and stuff were very distracting, so we had to fix that. But again, this is only build 1.10. Okay, build 1.01 or build 2. So there wasn't really much in there. And then let's see if the Japan map, you saw the test map, the USA map, so let's go into the Japan map. As you can see, there was some updates, you know, like some buildings that looked like Japan. And some of the design really changed up from the original, because Jayla took over from me, because I was trying to design something, and she did a really good job with figuring out, okay, put some ships out there, you know, put water out there. And then she started designing the map, which she's really added to a lot as we've made progress. But yeah. And then again, the monster can hit, but for whatever reason it isn't hitting at the moment. Okay. So, yep. And also, a bug here is when you start a new map, obviously we went from USA to Japan, and the progress bar there on the right is completely filled up. There is no way to take that out, you know, like I can still take my health out and put it back, but no way to put the progress bar back down. So need to fix that if we haven't already. But this again, very early stages of Japan, but Jayla took over for me here from this build into the future builds, and kind of her vision for the Japan level. But the USA level was all her. Coding for the character and animations was all Corbin, and the UI stuff was me and Corbin. You know, like Corbin got the functionality and the progress bar working, but like I think I put them on the screen. I made the minimap, but the menus was all me though. So anyhow, you see continue still works. There's no way to check sound effects or music. And then, are we sure we want to quit? And yes, we'll go back to the main menu. So as you saw, there were still some bugs in this one, but this was build 2, build 1.01. So make sure you stay tuned as we do more builds for this game and make progress. So see you guys on the next one.